Hello, my name is Luis Gracia. I'm an attorney at Rue Ziffra, and I'm going to be talking today about injuries that happen at cruise ships. Now, cruise ship vacations have become very, very popular over the years, well, because they are comparatively rather inexpensive. They're fun, you get to go to many ports, the food, drinks are included, but like any other place that you're going, there's always the possibility of an accident. So let me explain to you how it works when you either slip, fall, or have any other kind of injury as a result of what one can claim is negligence from the cruise ship. First of all, it's important to point out that just the fact that you slip or fell at the cruise ship does not make that carrier, the cruise ship line, responsible for your injuries. You have to prove that they were negligent. Now, how do you go about doing that? If it's water or is it another object on the floor, you have to prove that they knew or should have known about that particular condition which was dangerous, and that caused you to, in fact, fall and receive injuries. You also have to remember that there are areas where there are some conditions that are kind of expected. In the pool deck area, especially in the area where they have, it's close to the pool itself, there's an expectation that that area may be wet from people using the pool. So just the fact that you slip and fell there is not going to be making them liable. However, in other areas of the same deck, areas where they are that are designed for pedestrian walks, there may be an issue in an argument that they knew or should have known that people use that just to walk, whether you're using the pool or not, and that should be clean and also safe. But remember, the cruise ship line does not guarantee your safety. They only have to act reasonably, okay? Another question that I get quite a bit is, if I have to literally sue the cruise ship line, where do I go? Well, your ticket will control that particular aspect of the case. Your ticket will actually decide the venue where a lawsuit has to be filed. I can tell you that Royal Caribbean, Carnival Corporation, for example, have their venue in Florida Federal District Court for the South District of Miami. You have Disney that have their district court in Orlando, but then you have other carriers, Holland America, for example, their venue is in Seattle, Washington. So you have to remember that, because that will control the place where you're going to literally have to litigate your case. Second thing that is very important, your statute of limitations. In Florida, the statute of limitations in a personal injury claim is 4 years. That is not true when it comes to a cruise ship. You have most likely 1 year from the date of your accident. And what that means is that if you do not bring a lawsuit within a year after the accident, you will be barred from bringing a claim or a lawsuit based on your contract. One thing that I want you to remember is that going to excursions that are through the cruise line can expose the cruise line to liability. Just the fact that it did not happen, the injury did not happen in the ship, doesn't mean that they're not responsible for your injuries, okay? If you go into a particular excursion, you get injured, depending on the circumstances, the ship may be liable for that particular injury. Again, the venue and the time that you have to bring the claim will be both controlled by your ticket. So what to do if you get injured? Report it immediately. Don't wait to see, I'm hoping it's going to get better. Report the accident immediately. They'll have a report. It's procedure in all cruise lines and all cruise ships that you will have to fill out a report, an accident report or incident report, and you want to do that as soon as possible to document the fact that you fell and you were injured. You want to be very specific on that report. The area where you fell, what specifically caused you to fall, if there were any witnesses, all those things are actually quite important. Second, seek treatment then. All cruise ships have an infirmary. You want to put them on notice not only of the incident, but of the fact that you might have been injured. The care may not be the best, but at least they have a record of not only helping you medically, but the fact that you did complain of an injury. Finally, call an attorney. Cruise ships are not simply going to fall back and say, oh, you fell in our cruise ship line, or you trip in our cruise line, or you got injured, we're going to compensate you for that. It doesn't work like that. An attorney experience in these particular kinds of cases will make a difference. Proudly, I can say that I am quite familiar with those cases. I've been handling cruise ship cases now for over 20 years. I am admitted in the district court of the Southern District, so I go quite a bit actually to South Florida to litigate those cases and to resolve those cases. So being that we do this, it'll be my pleasure to review your case for free. Remember that if we do not win your case and get you compensated for your injuries, we get absolutely nothing. So again, call us at 1-800-JUSTICE, and until then, be safe.